Hi everybody, I am a dog groomer and I make videos of dogs being groomed. And my 8 o'clock appointment is here. She's a little Shih Tzu Bichon mix, and right now I'm just taking her jewelry off. And I'm going to put her on my table and get started with her haircut. She is getting a number 5 blade. She's a little overdue because her mother wanted a 2-month appointment and I didn't have any openings for 3 months. So I got my Mustang cup right here. I got my Mustang cup. I got my coffee. I got my blades are clean. Everything is ready to go. Going to put on my mask. And I'm going to get some of this hair off before her bath, or she's never going to get clean or dry. Her hair is dirty, so this blade does not want to go through, but I'm going to have to get some of this hair off before her bath. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to skim over it with a 7 blade. And then when she gets washed, it'll fluff back up, and then I'll be able to use the 5 blade. Just going to skim over her with the 7 skip tooth. Real quick. I got another dog, a Cocker Spaniel, that's going to be here in about 15 minutes. Not pressing on her skin, I'm just skimming over this just to get the bulk of the hair off. It's starting to mat, but it's not too bad. Ooh, her hair is long. Hold on there. Got poo-poo on her back end. Just going to snip off some of the hair from around her face real quick. She wants her face short anyway. Just going to cut some of this off so it gets clean when I'm washing it. That's good enough for now. We're going to go get in the bathtub. All right, I'm just scrubbing her down with some very, very scented shampoo. And she's also going to get conditioner after I rinse her off. Rainforest scented conditioner. Bonus clip. My second dog just got here and he is a little Cocker Spaniel. He is a blue Merle Cocker Spaniel. And I'm going to go ahead and wash him while the other one sits in a cage for just a few minutes, and I'll get her back out and finish blow drying. Gotta put my microphone on, or you're not going to hear me. Hold on. I'm so unorganized. All right, I'm finished blow drying her. I'm gonna hook myself up my microphone. Okay, I'm gonna put my mask on. She's a very good dog. The only thing is she doesn't like the blow dryer, so her feet are still a little bit damp. So I'm going to just go back over her real quick. I'm going to go ahead and turn my fan on to help dry her face. I got a fan right here. Because it just takes too long to dry these dogs. So this helps dry her front end. I'm going to get started on her feet. I'm going to get my 30 blade and shave the pads of her feet. Her ears are pretty long. I don't know if her mother wants me to shorten them up. If it was my dog, I would shorten them, but never know. People get pretty attached to certain parts of their dog's body hair. Like they get attached to the ears, or they get attached to the tail. Like, don't touch the tail. I've even had some people, they want the feet longer. Just the feet. I don't know. You know, or just like the top of the head. So, you never know what people want. And if they don't tell me, I don't know. See, I'm just shaving out the pads of her feet. Because if you can imagine, everything they step in can get stuck up in the pads. It's good to keep this shaved out. And then after I do this, I'm also going to come with my scissors and trim it all up too. I'm just going to put a few drops of oil in this blade to help it run smoother. And I'm going to get started on her haircut. Now remember, I took it a little bit shorter with the 7 blade just to get off a lot of this hair, but now we're going to go back with the 5 blade and smooth it out. So I've gone over her whole body with the 5 blade. I did a 10 blade on her belly and under her arms, and now I'm brushing out her tail, and I'm using my thinning shears just to kind of thin out the mat. Her tail's not too bad. I was just checking to see if my microphone's on. I always start talking and it's not even on. So I gotta, like every couple minutes, I have to just keep checking to make sure it's on. All right, so just gonna thin this out. And that is the sound of the brush scraping my fingers. It's not her tail, don't worry. I am brushing my fingers. Everybody's worried about the dogs. Nobody cares about me. So, just saying. I'm going to find out the name of this. This is like a mat splitter. Just little razors that helps to cut through tangles. Make sure there's no more tangles in here. Then I'm just going to trim it up. Probably going to take about half this off. And it's snagging up a little bit, so I'm going to thin it out a little bit more. And then it just brushes right out. Comb it all down. You guys, I'm not allowed to show you the TV, but you should see what I am watching. It sucks that YouTube doesn't let me show you my TV. I have donut ambience video playing. Donuts. It's like all these different donuts. They have, what do they have? What is that? Like chocolate eclairs and strawberry sprinkles and what are those French crullers and I really try. I'm not saying I never eat donuts, but I really try not to eat junk food. So I really enjoy watching it. It's almost as good as eating it because they're so pretty and they're decorated. There's chocolate chip donuts. There's all kinds of donuts on this video. It's just, I guess it's at a bakery. I don't know. And they're just like, they're playing music, showing all kinds of donuts. Donuts are like my worst. If there's anything like a favorite food, that's the worst because I could eat donuts and I could eat till I exploded donuts. Anyway, all right, tail is done. I'm gonna go ahead and start trimming up her feet and cutting her nails. She's a little bit tangled. Her ankles are a little bit tangled, so I'm just gonna brush them before I try to put this 5-blade through her legs. I'm working my way around to her front foot. I've done her whole body, 3 feet. And y'all like my stool I painted? Isn't that a pretty color? It was a brown wood color yesterday. Look, I gotta show you. Look how cute that is. I was like, I should throw this away and buy another one because it was all scraped up and it was in bad shape. It's like 20 years old and it came to life when I painted it. I don't know what color that is, pink or something. Anyway, all right, get my 5-blade and finish this foot up. I used the same blade on her head that I used on her body. 5-blade on the head. Just brushing her ears out. I'm going to trim her ears up. Clean her ears. And we are almost done. Get my straight scissors. And my comb. And of course, there's Matt's. I'm going to get my thinning shears and just thin this out. The comb will snag up wherever there are tangles. All right. Of course, there's more. When I first started grooming, almost 30 years ago, I went to PetSmart apprenticeship program. And I don't remember. I think it lasted 3 weeks. You go to another store where they train you. It's a training store. And they put me in the break room and ignored me all day. That's how they taught me to groom. So I really didn't know anything. Kind of learned by screwing up and watching other people groom. I mean, nobody really ever taught me anything. But the funny thing I think about now is I didn't even use a comb. I cannot believe I groom dogs without a comb. Like you have to have a comb. Because if not, there's going to be a lot of tangles still left in the hair that you're not going to find. I mean, this comb finds everything. And I just think about it now. My dogs must have looked awful. Terrible. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still winging it, but I'm just saying, at least I have a comb. Because now I work by myself. I've worked by myself for over 20 years, so I mean, there's really nobody here to show me anything else. So I just keep doing the same old thing. And anyway, I mean, most people just want their dogs shaved or taken short because it's so expensive and it just grows right back and they want it to last longer. I mean, what you see on Instagram is not real life. I'm just saying. People are just, they're not going to brush their dog. And if you brush your dog, you're probably the only one. In case you're like, I brush my dog. Or if they brush it, they don't brush properly. They just brush their back. Like they don't brush the legs, they don't brush the face. That doesn't count, guys. That does not count. Shoot, I don't brush my dog. I keep my dog short so I don't have to. Well, I have a Shih Tzu. Now, if you have a double-coated dog, I mean, it's all different. Depending on what kind of dog you have. I mean, you might have to brush. But Shih Tzus and Cocker Spaniels, you can just take them short. Every couple months, just shave them down. But if you have a Pomeranian or a Golden Retriever, yeah, you have to brush those dogs. That's different. I got to be careful what I say. All right. I'm going to go ahead and brush her face out, which her face is matted, and I'll be back. Bonus video, my neighbor's walking her Chihuahua. It's got 3 legs, and it does fine on walks. Comes every couple months for a nail trim. She had my fence is in the way. She had a Schnauzer mix, but he died. So she just has the Chihuahua next. Of course, I didn't even realize her face is all matted. She's got big pieces in here. I'm not brushing that out. I'm not brushing it out. It's getting taken short. Do you know the risk of poking her in the eye while I'm brushing out all those mats? Here's my sign. I don't brush out mats. Off it goes. So I'm going to take probably a 7 blade. Take it off. Here's the thing. If I brush out a matted face, it's guaranteed to come back matted next time. It teaches them they don't have to brush their dog, and I am not doing it. Can you imagine having hair on your face? Every time you eat, it gets in your food. There. So I just skimmed that off, and I'm going to go back and trim it up. It should look okay. It's not going to be completely bald. But can you imagine having hair on your face? You wouldn't want it brushed out. Come on. Just because dogs can't talk doesn't mean that you can do anything you want to them. Think about it. There we go. Excuse me. Just trimming up her eyes. Combing it all forward. And scissoring it round. These are slightly curved scissors here. Her mother's going to Sam's Club while she's being groomed. Just thought you'd like to know that. Doing some shopping. Spending money today. Just cutting all this hair out from the inside of her front lips. She's going to pull it all in with her tongue. Every time she licks, she's going to pull it all in. So I'm going to take this short. And Bichons grow hair in their ears, so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in some ear powder and pull this hair out. This comes with the grooming. It has to be pulled out because all this hair traps moisture. That way the ear can dry down in there. You get all this hair out. I think I'm the slowest groomer in the world. This dog took an hour and a half. It should not take that long. It's probably because I'm playing around with my phone. But anyway, now I'm going to be running behind. I got to hurry up. So I'm just going to wipe her down with a baby wipe, some conditioner, and conditioning spray. Whoop. Wipe her off. Get some water. See, her face isn't too short. Now that's a 7 blade. And that is a lot nicer than brushing out a matted face. All right, I got to get a little bit more off this ear. I have to finish this Cocker Spaniel back here, and I'm running out of time. He's an easy just shave down, but still, it's probably going to take me an hour because I'm slow anyway. Okay, all right. Put her flea collar back on. She came in with a flea collar, so put that back on. I'm going to dress her up. I finally, oh, if I can get it back on, there we go. I finally am on the last Halloween bandana. I made so many of these things. It's like, and it's the end of November, and I'm still using it, but that's okay. It's cute. I mean, it's candy and it's a skull, so it's not really Halloween. It can be for anything. All right, dress you up and let's go. Okay, about half. Whoop, 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 whoop. Calm down, calm down. We have to show everybody your tail. Took half off the tail. See? Throw out a little bit. I took about an inch, maybe an inch and a half off the ears. Turn around and look at my phone, please. Look at the phone. And a nice short face. Okay, now you're done. Let's go.